Me too.
All right, so our first guest today is a stand-up comedian, writer, and power lifter. Yep, she has a very self-deprecating style of humor. For example, she openly admits to having her senior picture taken with her cat. And in the past, she has made fun of her age, not having a boyfriend, and nothing seems to be off limits. I love that about her.
Jen is also a Wisconsin native. She went to high school in Muskego, and she now lives in Minneapolis. So we're excited she's back today on the yellow couch here for the holidays before she heads home for Thanksgiving.
From our home state.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here because, one, I think this is the way my parents are finding out that I'm here for the holidays. So.
Yeah.
No way, that's awesome.
Right?
I made it.
It's good to see you
I'm
again.
in Wisconsin.
What's
Great
new with
to
you?
see you.
What's new with you?
Are you still with the bow?
Yes, he stayed home this. I know. Can you believe it?
This has been a long time.
Wait, he didn't come home with you for Thanksgiving?
He's coming in on Saturday. He went to D.C.
That's not Thanksgiving.
Well, I know, but he went to D.C. to be with his family for a few
Okay.
days.
Okay,
so that's
so you're
okay.
still
I mean, we're at the point now we can, like,
separate.
do our own thing.
Here's the thing. So how long have you guys been together now?
Almost 2 years.
See, and that used to be a big part of your act. I don't know if you use that word. Was like the making fun of the fact that you didn't have a boyfriend.
Yeah, and Brian Plemons, who was my 7th grade boyfriend, had been my longest relationship to date for.
I wonder if
you almost had to quit being a comedian once you got a boyfriend, I feel like.
Well,
just kidding.
I think I just like found happiness a little bit, and then I was like, maybe just enjoy life a little bit instead of working so hard all the time.
Well, here's a serious question, because we've talked about this. But you could be funny if you want to, but it's a serious question. Do you think someone else can make you happy?
No. And I think I did a lot of work on myself in order to get to that point. Like, therapy is amazing. Also, just
you're a fan of it?
Yeah. In fact, I'll probably text my therapist after the show before I make it to my parents.
Yep. Just gonna quick booster.
During Thanksgiving dinner. Sorry, that's gonna be my etiquette. I'm gonna be like, I gotta text therapist on the table. What do I do now?
Before I can answer this question of why am I not married yet, right?
But I think, you know, it's the statement is true until you appreciate yourself. Like, you cannot really show that to anybody else. So.
Yeah,
it's very true.
Got to do your own work first.
Right.
Does your guys still love cats? I took my senior picture with a cat as well. I still have my cat.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It was Gizmo at the time.
Look at Jen.
Wait,
I love you there.
Something sad here.
Is the cat?
She's still alive. She's 15 now.
She's wearing a wig, right?
She's wearing a wig.
That's not her real hair?
Yeah, no. That's the Sharon Osbourne wig from.
You got a little Jim Beam there?
Little Jim, and there's, you can't really see, but there's a tiny little, there's my dog in a wig too.
Aww.
Same wig.
They share. They share. They got the same head size.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
What'd you want to say about the liquor?
There's a little tiny Jack Daniels bottle next to the big one with the shot glass for the cat.
It's Jack Daniels. Yeah, sorry. Not Beam. Okay.
I mean, close enough.
Right.
Yeah. It's brown liquor.
People at home who know that that's. Who know that I had the wrong. Okay, sorry about that. Turning 40.
Yeah, I turned 40.
Congrats, you made it.
Thank you. Thank you. This is all natural. I started traveling with a heating pad though now.
Why is that?
Because you're cold at 40?
It's like things just start hurting a little bit.
And they keep hurting.
Yeah, I went to the doctor. I was like, so this is happening? He's like,
Yep.
That's just going to start happening now. Like, that's just going to be a thing that you deal with. So,
yeah. Were you was it painful to turn 40? Was it hard looking at that number?
No, it was actually really fun because I don't feel like that. Like, I'm still doing all the crazy, wild things that I've always done. It's just like, you're 40 now. So now I get to, like, talk to younger people and be like, so I'm 40, and I feel like I can give you some advice.
Wisdom.
Right.
Yeah. I love it.
It's completely wrong and way off, but yeah.
I love it.
At least you get to do it.
You get to come back for holidays often, and when you're living in Minneapolis, which is where I'm from as well. I love it. It's a great city.
We have
but
so
what
many
do you
friends in common.
I know we do. But what do you love about Wisconsin? When you come home, what is it that like tickles your heart a little bit? Like, Wisconsin.
Okay, Friday fish fry.
Yes.
That does not exist.
Only during Lent in Minnesota.
Right. But like here, any Friday you can come and go pretty much anywhere.
An Italian restaurant.
Yep.
Will have fish.
And I love that. Definitely the fish fry. And then, that I think is one of the biggest pieces. And then just the hospitality here. I feel like people from Milwaukee are really proud, and it's really fun to come back and be part of that and watch the Packer game.
Loyal.
I always tell people this is true, you probably heard me say it, the most difficult segment to do on television is a cooking segment because of timing. And we're going to do one of those today with Thunder Bay. most difficult because you have to time things out, and Mike's a pro. I think the most difficult person to interview is a comedian.
It's true.
I've always said
Very
that.
true.
And the reason is because I think they feel pressure to prove that they're funny.
Yeah.
I don't ever
and
feel that way with you.
Up, but you don't have guard
Yeah,
up.
you don't have your guard up, and I feel like you're funny, but I feel like if you are, you are, and you don't worry about it.
Thank you. And I didn't swear this time, so that's
that
I mean,
helps
we were
keep
off
on
here
jobs.
for a week after she was here last time.
The FCC paid a visit, and yeah. But what is the hardest thing, in your opinion, about being a stand-up comedian? Writing fresh stuff is what I would think.
Yeah,
it would be.
that's one thing. And then I think too, like proving yourself. In like dating and meeting people, and people are always like, oh my gosh, my friends think I'm so funny. Maybe I should be. And I was like, listen, you are welcome to come out and try an open mic. Like, I actually will pay to see that, because it is really hard. There's a big difference between being funny for your friends and family that have context for you. And then going into a room of strangers and basically making them feel like you're a close friend of theirs and they learn who you are and can laugh with you.
Yeah, because I think I'm hilarious, right? But I'm sure I'd be a terrible stand-up comedian.
No, you'd be so great.
I'd just be laughing at my own jokes the whole time.
Exactly.
I do love your laugh, though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's why she's the best audience member ever for a comedian, because when you hit something good and she honks, you're like, I'm done. You dropped the mic, you're done. That's it.
Absolutely.
Here's the deal. There's a lot of holiday parties coming up, and I know you've got these funny tips, or just tips in general for surviving the holiday parties. What kind of advice would you like to give our viewers?
Work parties, or
it depends. We could do family, or we could do
maybe a little both, right?
Yeah,
because both are coming up.
So with the family, I would definitely say like remove all barriers. Like there are no boundaries. That's a really great
politics.
tip. Yeah, just like
old conflicts.
Old conflicts. Let people know that that's actually not their natural hair color. Like that's okay. Like just put it all out there. Just call it out, because it's going to make dinner that much more enjoyable. I feel like if people really know how you feel.
Yes. And like your aunt, who's made it a point to never share her age, ask her in front of everyone how old she is, that kind of thing. Repeatedly.
Yep. And then your drunk uncle, I'm sure you've got a lot of things to say to him, so go for it.
Which one?
It's Milwaukee.
They're pretty much all drunk.
What about work parties?
Definitely show up with a first date. I think that's a really great idea. Probably you're going to want to have like 3 to 4 shots in before you arrive. Absolutely. And then definitely flirt with your boss and ask for a raise. I think those are like
That would be funny on both accounts for ours.
Totally, absolutely. Really good tips. I love it.
Probably about it, and it should be available on Amazon.
Love it.
I'd love to promote a show that you have here in town. You don't have one right now. I've seen your show. I love it.
Taking all this time off to be in love.
Yeah,
whatever.
Do a show in January in Minneapolis, because I'm going to be back there visiting my daughter.
Okay, we have to hang out.
Okay, I'll be. Yeah, we will.
Okay,
we will. We'll have a date.
I'm back over Christmas.
Come.
Oh yeah, you hang out too.
We'll put wigs on my animals. It'll be amazing. We'll put photos, put it on Instagram.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
It'll be amazing.
That sounds great.
Love it.
Love a sleepover.
Couple of websites there, and you have a podcast.
Yes,
Always great to see you. If you're ever in town and you don't let me know that you're here and come in, I will be.
I've learned.
Pissed.
We'll slash your tires.
Thank you.
Yeah, just something we do.
Thanks for letting me be here.
Great to see you, honey.
Great to see you too.
Love it. All right.